Yeah, let's go. All right.
Hey guys, so today's video is super duper exciting. It is a DIY slash spruce up your room for spring and summer video. These DIYs should help your room become a little bit brighter, a little bit more spring and summery-ish. The colors that I use are basically rose gold, blue, yellow, pink, things of that nature, and I just think that it really created my room a lot more springy, summer cozy, and I hope these DIYs help you spruce up your room a little bit. And I just want to make a little bit of a disclaimer and say that the ideas for these DIYs now just burst out of my head. They were actually from either Pinterest, or I went to the store and I saw something and I was like, hey, I could recreate that for a lot less. And these are basically where these DIYs originated. They are not from here, they are from the outside world that ended up processing through here and coming out through this video. So I hope you enjoy. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to like it, subscribe, and comment below what your favorite DIY was, or something that you want me to DIY, something that you were inspired by that you think I can recreate for you, because I would love filling my room with DIYs. Honestly, it's the most fun ever. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Facebook. I will have all the links down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and bye! So the first way of sprucing up your room for the spring or summertime is by removing any dark colored covers and putting on some bright ones. These are from IKEA, and I love the purple and dark purple and the pink contrast to my blue walls. And I think it's just really pretty. So the first DIY I have for you guys is this beach sign. And all the supplies I got from Michael's. I got this wooden arrow, these stencils, copper spray paint or rose gold spray paint, a nice blue color or whatever color you want, some paintbrushes, and some scotch tape. So first thing I'm doing is taking my sign, well, wooden sign-ish arrow thing, and taking it outside and spraying it with the copper spray paint as my base. Make sure to get into every crevice of your sign because you don't want any blank spaces on it. Now you're just going to put on some paint on your art palette and start painting your stencil. So I got the letter B and I'm spelling out the word beach, but you could spell out whatever you want. I just thought that it would look really cute. And I saw a sign like this from PB Teen, and I just decided to replicate it with my own type of flair. So the stencil is a way you could follow it, but then you can remove the stencil and just fix up any spaces that you think need more paint. And you might need to put on 2 coats because one coat may be a little bit too splotchy. So once you fix it, it should look great. So my next DIY I found from Pinterest, and it's this ombre affected beautiful blue and rose gold mason jar. So you're just going to need a mason jar and copper paint and a blue paint. I got both of mine from Krylon, and I just took it outside in a ventilated area and just spray painted it gold first because the blue paint I noticed drips. So I had to put that one first and then put the blue paint on the bottom, so that if it would drip, it would not ruin the ombre effect. It would just go downward. So yeah, that's how it looks, and I think it looks amazing. So my desk area looks a little winterish, so I started off by taking away my elephant bank and putting on my favorite record player. And then I removed my picture frame and my vase filled with blue beads and put in the mason jar with some bright spring summer flowers that I got from Michael's. They are fake. And then I put back my beautiful image of me and my mommy when I was a baby. And then I took off that candle and spray painted my old candle holder this blue color and put in my honey candle, and that's how it looks now. So I think it looks a lot more springy. Next DIY happens to be my favorite. You're gonna need some canvas, tape, Mod Podge, blue paint, glitter, and some paintbrushes. So first you're just going to space out some tape, and to create your lines you could do thick lines or thin. I chose thin lines. And I want these thin lines. Okay, so then I first just put in my paint and then used a paintbrush and just started to spread the paint evenly around my canvas. And the cool thing about the tape is that you could basically cover this whole thing in blue tape or spray paint it even, and you could just remove the tape and it'll give you that clean edge you wanted anyways. So once it dries, wait for it to dry, that's really crucial. You are able to remove the paint and reveal some gorgeous lines. So I just took a stencil and used a scissor and cut very, very, very thinly into the paper and created my own stencil of New York. And I just took some Mod Podge and used a little paintbrush so that I could get into every crevice of the state and spread the glue. And then I put on the glitter. I really packed it on. And my tip for when using glitter is taking another sheet of paper and covering it and then patting it down so you don't get it on your hands or on a plastic bag. This just keeps it less messy. And then just remove the rest of the glitter, and you could store it back, but you don't have to, but you can. And you get this gorgeous, gorgeous design once you peel it off, and you might see some fallout, but the fallout is really easy to remove. Either blow on it or shake it off. So this DIY was the most fun to make. It's a glow-in-the-dark mason jar. So we're going to need some mason jar, some glow-in-the-dark stick, and some gloves. So wear your gloves and cut open your glow sticks after you activate them. And if you don't know how to activate them, you basically just crack them in half. And you'll hear the noise and it will start glowing. So just shake any of the content of the glow stick out. You might need 2 or 3 glow sticks because sometimes it's hard to get them out. And make sure you securely close your mason jar. And shake it up to activate the light even more, and it just looks so beautiful. This lasts you up to 3 hours depending on how much of the liquid you poured out, and it's just beautiful and it creates the most amazing space. So that's it for my DIYs. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and subscribe. Bye!